Hello, everyone. This is Big Rob's Little Podcast number 21 with my special guest for tonight, the man behind the Monsta Kongo Kong, Steve Wilson, former Crossfire Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, current Neo Spirit Pro Wrestling Champion, ranked number 149 in PWI's top 500 singles wrestlers this year. And also, he has an impressive win-loss record at Crossfire Wrestling with 4 wins and 1 loss. And they're also counting 2 draws, but that's all right. So thank you for taking your time to be on my podcast, Steve.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. I want to get right into this podcast by asking you first question: what advice do you have for someone that is green or someone who wants to get into the business?
Find another business. No, seriously. Put your nose to the grindstone. Work as hard as you can. Take every booking you can. Listen to the vets because they've been there and they know what they talk about. Most of them have been there and know what they're talking about. Um, yeah, and if you're gonna do it, do it. Be the best at it.
All right, that's some good advice. Who would be a dream opponent for you?
Vader.
Big Man Vader. That,
Yeah,
okay.
that's my. That's one of my childhood heroes. Actually, wants to get back here to Fort Wayne this weekend. I have a show here, and he'll be there, so it'll be good to see him again. It's been probably about 4 or 5 years, but yeah.
Nice. So what more do you want to accomplish in your career?
Um, I guess I want to get to that main event status and main event pay grade, and yeah, I mean, even if I never hold the championship, to be in the running for it, I guess eventually would state volumes to me.
Awesome. What's next for Kongo Kong, not only in Crossfire, but with also Global Force Impact?
Um, that's a good question. I don't know. I just show up and show out, I guess.
Makes sense. Yeah. Um, you've had numerous great matches in Crossfire Wrestling with the fact that you had a cage match, well, that you were not really, you weren't like in the match per se, but you helped out Jay Moore in the match. That was when you first, I guess, debuted with Crossfire. Um, you had matches with Cody Deaner. Phil Atlas was also in that ladder match, that triple threat match that you were in. What would you like to see happen? Maybe in the future with Crossfire Wrestling, in terms of with Kongo Kong.
Um, hmm. I don't know. I mean, I've been in the main event, and I guess now I'd like to just work with some more guys. Um, somebody different than Cody Deaner. I love him to pieces, but um, you know, you dance so many times with the same partner, you tend to want to go elsewhere. So kind of where I am at this point.
Fair enough.
And that's not just a crossfire thing. That's like all over Ontario.
That's fair enough. Yeah, that's understandable. Um, so Steve, I want to take the time to thank you again for being on my podcast. I know it was pretty short, um, but hey, I'm glad I finally had you on my podcast. I know the people that
Absolutely.
watch it and listen to will enjoy it for sure. Um, make sure to go like, comment, and subscribe my YouTube channel, like Big Rob's Little Podcast on Facebook. My next podcast will be myself teaming up with the Main Event Podcast, which is my cousin Sean's podcast, this Saturday with special guest Jesse Bieber and his campaign manager, Matthew Bosman. Again, Thank you again, Steve.
All right. Thanks for having
Not a
me.
problem. Until next time, guys, this has been Big Rob's Little Podcast.